devocalization of animals has been made illegal in 3 U.S. states because it is seen as a form of mutilization. This is why I believe that it is unethical to debark a dog. I have 2 dogs myself, and I would not put any animals through this procedure after researching the possible side effects. Some of the things that I will be discussing today is what debarking is, along with how this procedure can take away the animal's ability to warn someone that they are uncomfortable, what the possible health risks are, and how this procedure does not address the underlying issue. Before I begin explaining why it is unethical, I believe it is important to understand what this procedure is and how it is performed. The Cambridge Dictionary defines the devocalization of animals as a surgical procedure in which the animal is put under general anesthesia and has their vocal folds removed. The National Humane Education Society released an article in January of 2023 explaining the 2 ways that this procedure can be performed, orally or laryngotomy. The oral method is performed through the mouth, and it is typically less invasive and cheaper, whereas a laryngotomy is performed through an incision in the larynx. Depending on the method chosen, this procedure can cost anywhere from $75 to $300. Now that you know what a debarking is and how it is performed and how much it costs, I would like to explain why I believe that it is unethical. The American Animal Hospital Association states that it is more likely for a dog to display violent behaviors if they go through this procedure. Some dogs even bite because they feel that this is their only option. The CDC states that dogs who have gone through this procedure are 16% more likely to bite than dogs who have not gone through this procedure. This can also cause issues for the owners. If you live in a state with a 1-bite law, the dog cannot suffer any consequences depending on the severity of the attack, only if it is their first bite. The dog bite laws are in place to help protect dog bite victims and help compensate for their medical expenses. Debarking does not only affect the victims and the owners. The American Veterinary Medical Association discusses some of the possible health risks following debarking. They include infection, bleeding, and even respiratory distress. Through a study in 2020, they found that 1 in 4 dogs suffer severe side effects, including death. The last thing that I would like to discuss today is how this does not address the underlying issue. The RSPCA states that dogs rarely bark for no reason. Some dogs bark because they are in pain, or maybe they're anxious. Some dogs bark because they feel that they are protecting their human. For example, if a mailman is delivering a package and your dog barks at the mailman goes away because their job is done, but the dog is reassured that they chased away the mailman and helped save their owner from a vicious attacker. Now that I've explained a few reasons why debarking a dog is unethical, let's review. It can take away their ability to warn someone if they're uncomfortable and lead to more violent attacks. It can also cause multiple health risks and even result in them having to be euthanized. And finally, it can not address the underlying issue and leave your dog feeling anxious or in pain. Debarking a dog is not the only choice. You can also rehome your dog and save everyone from the pain. And finally, debarking a dog is illegal in 3 U.S. states. And I hope with this information, more states will make it illegal. Thank you.